do I need to declare my foreign bank accounts in France? And how do I do this?
Yes, absolutely. When I was explaining the liabilities of a tax resident, you need to declare all the bank accounts abroad, savings account, current account, investments accounts, cryptocurrencies accounts, all of them, you need to declare them. And you need to declare them on the form number 3916. Again, for the first-time filers, you go on the website, on the government website, inpo.gov.fr, and you just type in 3916 and you download this form. On this form, they are not asking you how much you have, on those accounts. What was the amount the 1st January and the 31st? No, it is really to know you declare as you, the owner, your address, name, date, and place of birth, and so on. The nature of the account, if it is a saving account, current account, the name of the financial institution of the bank, the address of the bank, and the bank account, and the opening date of the account. Sometimes we forget, because it has been opened by, our grandfather when we were kids and so on. We don't remember, but try to write something. If it is empty where they ask you to put the date, then you will have a question. When there is something there, they won't spend their time and to go and check if this is the actual date, but the year, the month, and if you don't know the day, you just put something. They don't like empty boxes.
That's a good tip, actually, for filling in your tax return in general.
But if you can get the exact information from your bank, then go for it. But if it is it is the deadline tomorrow or today, I don't have the time, but I need to feel that I don't have the time to ask my bank. Then you try to find the year. Sometimes, which is when we turn your age at 18 that we open our first bank account. So we have roughly an idea of the year, the month, and we put. Don't leave a box empty.
Okay. And with regards to this declaring these foreign accounts, you mentioned cryptocurrency accounts and insurance policies and things like that, life insurance policies. What about credit cards? And what about things like a PayPal account or a currency account? Is that something you need to declare?
No, it was a question some years ago, but it's clear that a PayPal account should not be declared unless the total of the transactions during a fiscal year is more than 50,000 euros. Then you will have to declare this PayPal account. If not, it is not an account. You just take an amount from your bank account, put on the PayPal, and it goes to pay what you are ordering online or so on, or paying online. So that is okay. You don't need to declare that. And also those cards, those credit cards, if they are linked to an account, so you have already declared the account, so everything is okay. So,
I guess that's the specific thing. If it's actually an account, then you do need to declare it. So a PayPal account, for example, will always be linked to a bank account somewhere that you would have declared.
Absolutely.
So, okay, that makes sense. Oh, and one other thing on this topic of declaring foreign bank accounts, because I've had a few people write in saying that they haven't declared this in the past because they didn't realize they had to, and now they're going to declare, but they're a bit worried because they haven't declared it in the past, and are they going to get fined for that?
Yes.
What would your advice be on that?
My advice will always be to regularize a situation. Because I can understand this fear saying that, now when I will declare it, then I will get fined for the previous year. So you don't do it. So each year you are adding up, and raising your risk. So always, each time you have a situation that is not correct, my advice and what I will do with all my clients is to go and regularize. When you go, and you say, I knew not, I know that, law ignorance is no excuse, and so on and so forth, but please, I'm a foreigner, and so on. They, since you are coming spontaneously, they are more, understanding. But when they have discovered, then you will pay the fine. So so what I will give, like a takeaway from today, what I do for my clients is that I will declare the account and say that this declaration for this year 2022 is also for the year 2021, please, I would like you to regularize my situation by declaring this year, because you remember I already told you that you will write the opening date. If the opening date is 2018 and you are declaring 2022, they have the information, unless you go and start, lying and put something else. So we won't go there, So, you declare and say you knew not and you want to regularize, and you write, on the form 2042, page 2, on the bottom, you have a information zone, which is where anything you want to communicate to the tax authorities, you have that also online. The information, and your renseignement complémentaire, and then this is where you will write these little notes that, okay. You will see attached my 3916 form, for this year, but the account was already open for last year also. Please, I would like to regularize my situation. And when I do that for my clients, as fingers, they have never been fined. But always with more than almost 30 years experience with the tax authorities, always go and regularize the situation. Because if they come after you, then you don't have any means to say, please, sorry, because they are on their full rights and they will go after you. And I have seen them fining people with this 1,500 multiplied by 3 bank account, multiplied for 4 years. That's it. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's excellent advice just across the board with anything to do with French taxes. Like if you have made a genuine mistake and you realize it does happen to the best of us, even when, if you're trying really hard to follow the rules, it can happen. It's a very complicated system, but they do seem to be much more lenient.
Yes. Write this nice little thing in this information zone. It is important.